Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to GTA Robot. Here are Grand Theft Auto 6, 10 famous people who have voiced characters in the game. Number 10, Ray Liotta, Tommy Vercetti. Ray Liotta was born to play a lead role in the Grand Theft Auto series. If fans close their eyes while listening to Tommy Vercetti, they could be fooled into believing Goodfellas is on the TV, as the character sounds exactly like Henry Hill, the cocaine-addicted mobster played by Liotta in the movie. With Grand Theft Auto Vice City being set in a fictionalized Miami in the 1980s, the game is enough like a cross between Scarface and Goodfellas already. Number 9, Dennis Hopper, Steve Scott. Being one of the 60s bad boys along with Marlon Brandon and Jack Nicholson, Hopper was played by some wild roles in the past. Whether it's the photojournalist in Apocalypse Now or Billy in Easy Rider, but the role of Steve Scott might be the wildest. Steve is an overweight, tracksuit wearing adult film director, and Hopper plays him perfectly slimy. Number 8, Frankie Boyle. With Grand Theft Auto 4 having its own comedy store, Rockstar sought after some of the best comedians at the time to guest feature in the game, and one of those features is the Scottish Frankie Boyle. Though Boyle isn't exactly the most famous comedian in the US, he's a big hit overseas, and especially in the UK. And it makes sense that Rockstar chose Frankie Boyle to be the guest comedian in GTA 4's Comedy Club. Number 7, Michael Madsen, Tony Capriani. Michael Madsen is another actor who slides right into the cast of GTA perfectly, as he has jumped from gangster role to gangster role throughout his character. With the game turning 20 this year, Madsen's performance in GTA 3 was at the height of its powers. It follows his epic 1990 stint that included Reservoir Dogs, Thelma and Louise, and Donnie Brasco, and his lead role in the video game as Tony Capriani might be one of the best things he's ever done in the 2000s. Number 6, Phil Collins. In the PlayStation Portable Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, which is eventually ported over to consoles a year later, Phil Collins had his very own virtual concert before it became a popular thing during a worldwide pandemic. Collins can be found on stage performing an iconic track, In the Air Tonight. Between seeing the song in Vice City Stories and being played by a gorilla in Cadbury's commercial, the song gets a ton of exposure in the 2000s. Number 5, Dave Cross, Zero. Running a toy store, though he would have had Carl believe he sells 1/10 scale replicas of reality, Zero is played brilliantly by David Cross, the actor/comedian most famous for playing Tobias in Arrested Development. As Cross is typecast as somewhat of a dork, there's no different with his role in Zero in San Andreas, as the character is obsessed with toys while at the same time being completely oblivious to the corruption that's going on in front of him. And Cross's nasally voice makes it that much more hilarious. Number 4, Burt Reynolds, Avery Carrington. Returning back to Vice City, Rockstar hired yet another Hollywood icon, Burt Reynolds, who plays Avery Carrington. Though there are some differences between the character model and the way Reynolds looked in real life, Carrington's getup looks a lot like what Reynolds' characters from the 60s and 70s would wear. Number 3, Danny Trejo, Umberto Robina. Being played by Danny Trejo, the star of Machete and many other Robert Rodriguez movies, Umberto Robina is the leader of a Cuban street gang who not only appears in Vice City, but Vice City Stories too. What's most fascinating about Umberto is that unlike all the characters that these famous people play, the character model for Umberto is based in Trejo. With that mustache, the long hair, and the stoic look, the likeness is uncanny, but it's the way Trejo looks that has gotten him over 200 credits to his name. And he's a character actor who generally plays cartel members and criminals on a monthly basis. Number 2, Ricky Gervais. Just like how Frankie Boyle did, Ricky Gervais plays himself in Grand Theft Auto 4, and he can again be found in the Comedy Club giving a stand-up performance. Though it wasn't as much of a big deal as it would be today, as he wasn't the superstar he is now, he was well on his way as he was getting small roles in Night at the Museum and the same. Gervais' stand-up set can be found on YouTube, and it's a full 10 minutes of exclusive jokes that he never used since. Number 1, Samuel L. Jackson, Officer Frank Tenpenny. San Andreas doesn't only have the best map, but it seemingly has the most talent. Given the vocabulary that Samuel L. Jackson has in his everyday life, it's almost as if the actor has a Rockstar employee writing dialogue for him day to day. Jackson has the mouth of a GTA character, and he even has the swagger of one, so why not throw him into the middle of a GTA game? The Oscar-nominated actor plays Officer Frank Tenpenny in San Andreas, and he talks exactly as gamers would expect, dropping one motherfucker after another, and fans swear by the fact that it's the actor's best role. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.